What's going on, guys? On today's episode of Wheel History, we're talking about none other than the infamous Ray's Engineering.
What?
Ray's is like the Yoda of the aftermarket wheel game. Old as fuck, barely speaks English.
Bueno,
I don't know who you are.
it's Juan.
I will find you.
It's not Juan.
But when it comes down to game day, they're an absolute badass. They say that copying is the greatest form of flattery, which if that's the case, then Ray's Engineering has been blushing for like the past 15 to 20 years because every single design that they've come out with seems to be copied in one way, shape, or form. Most notably, the Volk TE37. Ray's Engineering is the company that you really start to appreciate once you've kind of grown out of that awkward multicolor fake wheel phase when you're 16 and you only have $300 to your name, and you also have a ton of money. Volk Racing is a subsidiary of Ray's Engineering. Here are another couple brands that you think you might know that Ray's Engineering also produces. So buckle up, sit down, take out your notepad, and bring a pencil because today we're going to be talking about everything there is to know about Ray's Engineering without you falling asleep in about 6 minutes or less. Starting in 1973, Ray's Engineering was actually founded in Japan. They're known for being one of the leading wheel companies to introduce forging to the consumer market. This is something that they actually take an immense amount of pride on and something that they keep exclusively for their wheels only. So we're going to talk about the 7 steps that they use to actually forge their own wheels. It starts with hot forging, where they take a billet and create the lines in the metal with a hot press. After, Ray's uses their exclusive RM forging to create a design piece of the wheel. Now mind you, their spin open die forging machine is the most powerful machine in Japan and one of the largest in the world. It applies upwards towards 10,000 tons of force to the material while spinning to create the shape, density, and grain flow of the wheel. After that, they treat the wheel by rapidly introducing it to heat and cold to form the high structural integrity of the wheel. After they do that, they take the wheel, machine it, shot blast it, and surface finish it. But hey, if you don't want to spend $2,700 on 17x9s, Ray's also features another brand called Graham Lights, which may be a little bit more your taste. It's definitely mine. Graham Lights is a cast wheel that Ray's Engineering also uses. In regards to a price point, you're actually looking at about $1,500 to $1,700. A little better, but not the best. Graham Lights are a cast wheel that are used as a one piece that also introduce something similar to a rotary forged line and the fiber lining that Ray's Engineers introduces into their Volk Racing line. But what it allows them to do is it's a little bit of a cheaper price point, but they don't let that sacrifice integrity. In fact, Graham Lights are pretty much Enkei RPF1s on steroids. Ray's is JWL and Spec 1 compliant. Does that matter? Yes. Is that kind of cheaping it out? A little bit, because a lot of people can do that, but actually Ray's has taken it a step further and enforced their own compliancy and industry regulations within their own manufacturing warehouse. Ray's Engineering is only produced in Japan. They're only created in Japan. Their R&D is in Japan. Everything is actually housed in Japan. What that allows them to do is create this tight-knit group of people that are unable to really copy or even replicate the same sort of quality and demand that Ray's Engineering provides. No, this is not a sponsored post because I already see somebody commenting on there, it's not a sponsored post, okay? Ray's Engineering, it's a ton of money to get their wheels, but the quality that they have is pretty much bar none when it comes to competitive one-piece or even two-piece welded wheels. Ray's Engineering does a JWL strength test, a dynamic radial fatigue test with over 800,000 revolutions, rotary bending fatigue test of 150,000 revolutions, a 13-degree impact test, and it's dropped from over 255 millimeters. Wait, how much is that in American? That's 9.8 inches. Still pretty far. So in short, they check the shit out of their wheels. The reason that they cost so much is because of their overall research and development that they put into their wheels. These guys spend loads of money both between their championship racing and their street and commercial use. This is the part of the video where I usually say something negative or I try to talk and get somebody to fight me in the description below, but Ray's Engineering is a profoundly good wheel brand. But Ray's, Volk, all of it, an amazing brand with some excellent heritage. So if you're interested in picking up any sort of Ray's Engineering wheel, whether that's Volk or Graham Lights or anything like that, let us know in the comments. We can actually get you set up with something like that. We are not sponsored. Actually, this video is sponsored by ourselves, Fitment Inc. You wanna know why? Because we just got some new zip-up hoodies and they're pretty fucking dope. So be sure to pick one up. They're pretty cool until my wife takes them from me, but besides that, they're pretty great. But seriously, Rebecca, you need to give me back my zip-up hoodie because I've already given you like 3 or 4 sweatshirts from us and you still keep taking more shit and I can't handle it anymore. Every single time I come home, it looks like there's glitter all over the fucking place. The sweatshirts smell like this perfumed cotton ball pomegranate unicorn and I just can't even handle it. So if you guys haven't yet checked out the gallery, add your car. I want to hear your comments below. Let us know if we're right or wrong. Let us know if you hate us or love us. We'd love to get your feedback. If you haven't yet, add your car to our gallery. It's the fastest growing online gallery. Over 4,000 vehicles with shared specs so you can see what people are running. I'm Alex. You watched another episode of Wheel History. Share, like, comment. Or I swear to God, I'll beat the living shit out of you.